ausdrücklichen und sehr schönen Worte. Dankeschön. Als nächstes möchten wir gerne der Präsidentin der Freien Ukrainischen Universität München das Wort erteilen. Sie können auch sehr gerne hier vorkommen, Frau Pryshlak, und uns einen Einblick geben in die besondere Situation, die die Ukraine einfach gerade, oder der Krieg in der Ukraine gerade für Ihre Universität darstellt.
Vielleicht noch eine kleine Ergänzung. Frau Pryshlak wird auf Englisch reden, aber ich denke, das wird für alle kein Problem sein.
First of all, I apologize to all of you for speaking English. Oh. First of all, I apologize to all of you for speaking English today. I hope in the near future, if our paths intertwine again, I will have the pleasure to address you in German. No matter the language, I hope that my words today resonate with you. I greet you, all the student delegates representing the 28 universities of Bavaria. Foremost, I thank you very much, and a really heartfelt thanks for your solidarity with Ukrainian students and for your wonderful initiative. And I thank you for this sea of blue and yellow. It really warms my heart, and it shows how much you care, and I appreciate it. I also wish to thank Dr. Heubisch, Vice President of the Landtag, for all of his support of you as students, of all of our students, and of Ukrainian students. His understanding of the current crisis really is outstanding, and I extend sincere thanks in the name of myself and our university and all the Ukrainian students who cannot be here today. As you know, I am rector of the Ukrainian Free University. Dr. Heubisch mentioned it is the only university beyond the borders of Ukraine that actually has the right to teach in Ukrainian, English, and German. And for this, we are very grateful to the Bavarian land. They gave us this privilege. I am also not just a rector, I am a refugee child. I was born here in Munich when the first wave of refugees arrived after the war, after the Second World War. I was born at a time when the Ukrainian Free University was escaping the Russian, or shall we say Soviet armies, coming to the doors of Prague. They evacuated here to Germany, and they resumed teaching here, becoming really a refugee university. And here we are again. We were very fortunate then to have the support of the Landtag and to have the support of the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Refugees. And as you yourself point out in your proposal, that is a good solution and a recipe for success, given this crisis situation. The students that are coming now, as they were then in 1945 and on, they are students who really know the value of education, and they are desperate to continue their education. They are arriving with nothing except maybe a knapsack on their back. They don't have the tools for study. They have no computers. They are coming traumatized. They have left their families, they have left their country, they have had a horrific journey, and they are in strange surroundings. They need financial and psychological support. They need a place to live, and they need, above all, stability. They have no certainty what the future will bring, but they do know that only an education guarantees them any kind of future. They do not know when the war will end. They do not know if they will see their parents alive, their sisters, brothers, friends. They do not know if they can return to the universities. Will they have something to return to? Will they become the generation that rebuilds Ukraine? or will their future lie here in Germany, in Bavaria? I congratulate you on your proposal. It is thought out, it is insightful, and it really proposes excellent solutions to this crisis. What I would maybe suggest, and if you allow me, is that I would suggest that you request placement of them in university dormitories. I know the difficulties, but it is so crucial for them to be in a community, to get to know you as students, to get to know about Bavaria, to know what the student life is like, to feel not isolated, not atomized. I also implore you to reach out to students. Give that extra hand to them. It is so important to them. Just a coffee, a conversation, so that they know that you care, that you are there, so that they can take this deep breath and let out all the anxiety, the fear, the uncertainty that they have gone through. It is the beginning of a healing process. And I would like to remind you that the war that is going on now is a war about identity. It is a war about the right for Ukrainians to be Ukrainians. It is a war over history. Does Kyiv belong to Russia or does it belong to Ukraine? It is a war that defines our students completely. And so, if you wish to stand with them in solidarity, please show them that you know who they are. Please show them that you understand them, that you understand their identity. Read an article, read a book, take a course. If you don't have these, please get in touch with us. We have courses, we have books, we have seminars, we have panels discussing Ukraine. The very fact that you will have a true cross-cultural conversation with them, that you recognize who they are, how they were formed, is invaluable. And in general, I invite all of you, please come and meet our students. We are not part of student work. We are not part of your student union. But come and meet our students. Meet those that are here, meet those that have just arrived, meet those that are still in Ukraine. Because contrary to other universities, we have to reach the students that are at the front, that are leading institutions and organizations, that are providing humanitarian aid, or that are simply stuck. They need to continue their education, and we're doing that. Come and meet them. Again, it is wonderful to have this interaction, this ability to make friends and to feel that you're part of a student community. At the same time, I will now say something very much connected with the Ukrainian Free University, but also with the students that are arriving. We do not belong to the student union. And part of the reason is, and it will affect students arriving here, the fact that many students cannot afford to pay the fees. They are working, barely supporting themselves. I ask that you consider, is there any way to be more flexible? Is there any solution to allow them to have the benefits that the student union provides? Consider it. And I hope that it can be something that you will be discussing today. Again, I thank you very much for your solidarity. I thank you for that proposal that is so well thought out. I thank you for this initiative. You know that things happen when there are many sources of forces working together. I wish you an extremely good session, a productive session, and I look forward to perhaps seeing you again in the future. I am joined today by two students, one who completed his studies, Roman Tutenko, and a student that is newly arrived, And if you permit, I will ask them as students to address you as students. Thank you.
Thank you a lot. That was a really, really great speech, and thank you for us having the honor to have you here, have you speaking to all of our students in Bavaria. And I would like to use the chance also to ask the students who are here if they have any questions according to this speech we just heard. Ja, Hochschule München.
Keine Frage, ich wollte mich nur bedanken. Красно дякую вам за промову. Дякую.
Vielen Dank. Wir werden auch später in einem weiteren Tagesordnungspunkt spezieller auch auf die ukrainischen Themen mit eingehen. Auch da wird es natürlich nochmal die Möglichkeit geben, Fragen zu stellen.